Hey Leute, willkommen zurück zu The Witcher 2. Ja, wir haben ja beim letzten Mal schon ein bisschen erkundet. Und ich habe ja angekündigt, ich will hier nochmal mit unseren Freunden reden. Mal schauen, was man aus denen noch rausbekommt. Oh, Servus. Komm.
What's going on, Geralt?
A little town deep in the forest, terrorized by Scoia'tael. You should be in your element, Roach.
Flotsam isn't just any old town, Geralt. Temeria, Redania, Kedwin, and Edirn. The largest kingdoms in the north. Know what they all have in common?
The Pontar Valley, a strip of land they've been battling over for generations.
Exactly. And here's Flotsam, on the border between Temeria and Edirn, with Kedwin lying in wait just the other side of the marshes.
At the very edge of the Pontar Valley.
Stuck in the middle like a candle up the arse.
The north's most important trade routes meet here. Every caravan has to come through Flotsam, and anyone who wants to place their cargo on a boat on this section of the river has to bear Loredo in mind.
They say Henselt of Kedwin has gathered an army and is heading for Vergen. The Pontar Valley will be on fire soon, while we, Geralt, are sitting in Flotsam, the gateway to the valley.
I'd like to believe it's pure coincidence and the killer just followed the squirrels here.
Naive to say the least, Witcher.
How can the commander of a Temerian garrison just piss all over the commander of Foltest's special forces?
The Blue Stripes aren't exactly popular among common folk, in case you hadn't noticed.
Like anyone who does the dirty work. But Loredo's a soldier.
The worst scum gets posted to dumpy border towns like this. Incompetent fools who show off their authority to a bunch of grimy peasants.
We arrived in Flotsam, we saw the killer, we've pissed everyone off. What next?
If the Kingslayer's in Yorveth's care, we'll have to get them both.
If we go out into that forest to look for elves, all we'll find is our own death.
We'll visit Loredo as invited. He may be a hick heading a bunch of imbeciles, but this is his territory and he could prove useful.
Okay.
So long, Roach.
Machen wir vielleicht dann beim nächsten Mal, ne? Also, dieses Mal hier noch ein bisschen quatschen. Nur nicht eben mit dem Loredo. Ach du Liesegüte, ist das viel.
I'm having flashbacks, Dandelion.
What have you remembered?
My own death.
I saw that with my own eyes, as I've told you many times. Yennefer gave her life to save yours. I thought you might have remembered what happened afterwards. I mean, how the devil can you be here now? I hear you, I see you, you're breathing. I mean, you're just alive.
Dandelion, I've had a flashback or two. I don't know everything yet. So, Mr. Master Spy, what's new in the world of politics? Bards singing about anything interesting these days?
Edirn's in trouble. Henselt and his great army are nearing the Pontar and will ford it and strike any day.
Well, we haven't had a war in a long time.
Like all little boys, he likes to play with his soldiers. But I don't think Kedwin will have an easy time of it. Edirn's borders are guarded by Saskia the Dragon Slayer.
Who's she? Some mercenary?
A peasant girl and self-proclaimed commander of something called the Edirnian Voluntary Militia.
Fighting women and bards who play politics. These are strange times.
Oh ja, das kommt im späteren Spielverlauf. Sag mal, wie oft schmeißt denn der da hinten seinen Apfel noch weg? Es kommt im späteren Spielverlauf dann auch wirklich zur Entscheidung. Wenn man mit dem Roach geht, dann kämpft man, also nicht an der Seite, aber dann geht man ins Camp von diesem Henselt. Dann arbeitet man quasi mit dem zusammen. Und was ich nicht, das habe ich ja eben beim ersten Mal durchspielen gemacht. Habt ihr das gesehen? Schon wieder, ne? Und was ich jetzt hier machen will, ist eben nicht mit dem Roach zu gehen, sondern mit den Scoia'tael und dann mir die Seite von der Saskia, der Dragon Slayerin, anzuschauen. Das ist der Plan. Ich glaube, das habe ich am Anfang ja schon mal gesagt, ne? Nun gut, weiter geht's hier.
I need information. Anything that could help me track down the Kingslayers.
I only know gossip. Things folk have been saying since Demiven's death. People are throwing out blame left and right. One day it's the elves, another the Nilfgaardians, then it's Rivians.
Let me guess. The suspects also include a Zerrikanian alchemist and a group of halflings.
Bold theory that, but the mob comes up with even better ones. Know what? Frankly, the most worrying effect of these assassinations is the chaos they've unleashed in people's minds.
What do you mean?
I mean chaos. People don't know what to think, who's good and who's evil. And these are tough times. Who knows what's going to happen?
You gave Vernon a full report on Flotsam. Seen anything unusual around here?
They've got some amazing women at the brothel. You should take a look. One of them.
You know what I mean.
A town like any other. It's got a harbor, an inn, and a stinking muddy river. That's what an ordinary man would say. But we poets also look into people's souls, and things are not good. I saw a robbery sanctioned by law. Town watchmen laughing as they confiscated goods, all the while talking about how they'd finally bring order to the town. I saw drunken thugs beat up an elf woman while no one even flinched. I know these things happen everywhere, but here, it's not motivated by hatred or misguided attempts at meting out justice. People are driven by cold calculation. They're always looking for opportunities to get a little richer.
Ist es nicht überall so? Und schon wieder ein Apfel. Mann, 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 Mann.
I know you. I can see you're dying to ask me. What is it?
All right, fess up. What happened to Foltest?
Want to know the version that is yet to make it to Flotsam? The king died in mysterious circumstances. The Witcher Geralt, his sword covered in blood, was discovered standing over his corpse.
Did you kill him? This'll stay between us, I promise.
The killer escaped before I could get him. I'm being set up.
So what are you gonna do? Run around swinging your sword hoping the killer walks into range?
I don't have to. The killer's in the forest with the Squirtle, and he knows I'm here. We'll find each other.
Geralt, please don't do anything stupid. Don't stick your neck out. If Laredo finds out you were involved in Foltest's assassination...
Na gut. Oh, aus dem Nichts.
Just don't start any brawls. Peace and quiet. Get it?
Of course.
I've got my eye on you.
Alles klar.
Who wants more beer?
Ich nicht. So, Triss. Alte Hexe.
The massacre in Rivia. It came back to me, I remember. The angry mob murdering non-humans, a young boy with a pitchfork.
Anything else?
Death, or a state close to it, I'm not sure. I felt life draining out of me.
I was there. I arrived a moment later. Too late.
Don't worry, Triss. They're only memories. We have bigger problems to tackle now. Something tells me that in recovering my memory, I'll find out a lot about what we're dealing with now. How's it living with Roach's soldiers?
Splendid. I know every shit joke that anyone's ever thought up. Plus, I've learned how to burp out the official title of the Emperor of Nilfgaard without reaching for beer. Shorty's told me about his 16 children, all named after Temerian troop divisions. And I know his nickname has nothing to do with his manhood. Nice to know that you care, though.
Glad to see you in a good mood.
Na,
I
freilich
think
doch.
I actually like them. They're good people. One of them even proposed to me.
Who's the brave man?
Sorry, that's a secret.
And here I thought Roach's boys had an ounce of respect for me.
Schön. Ja, diese Amnesie, die schleppt der Geralt ja schon seit dem Witcher 1 mit sich, ne? Da ging's ja schon los. Und jetzt hier erfährt man halt wirklich ein bisschen was.
Good to see you, Zoltan. What are you doing so far from home?
That's a dog's life, Geralt, I'll tell you that much. You work your fingers to the bone for 6 years, you listen to the tirades of that old tyrant Breckenrig, you buy jewels. Then she breaks off the engagement. And there I was, learning a gavotte. Fuck it. Out of sight, out of mind.
Fuck it.
Farewell to Eudora, the forge in Novigrad, and all the world's Breckenrigs. I'm a plain merchant, and I've made my peace with that.
Ich finde diesen Akzent so genial.
Is there a good swordsmith or blacksmith here?
There's a small smithy by the wall.
Okay.
Quite basic.
Haben wir schon
The
gefunden.
tools probably remember the conjunction of the spheres, but it'll do for weapon repairs. They also enhance swords with runes and add ornamentation to armor. Just don't do anything that'll make you look like Dandelion at the opening of a new brothel. You can also look in on some merchants. I don't think Laredo's robbed them of everything yet.
How are you killing time in this hellhole?
At present, polishing gems for Sheila de Tanserville. Requires precision, but it's well-paid work.
Das können Zwerge.
Not quite. The sorceress is building a magical contraption. Spends her days staring at it. A regular magpie eyeing a copper. But I don't think she's getting anywhere with it. Got so enraged one time she dashed a vase against the wall. Some temperament, those sorceresses. I'm telling you.
Da steht gleich einen Meter hinter ihm. Oh,
How
ja.
are those biceps holding up, Zoltan?
Komm.
Hard as a bull's bollocks. Arm wrestling's a dwarven pastime.
We ought to try it sometime.
I'll arm wrestle you anytime.
Ja, komm schon.
Now, even.
Jawohl, mach mal.
Show me those bulls bollocks then.
Ja, Geduldsspielchen, Geduldsspielchen. Ah, zu schnell, zu schnell, zu schnell. Das wird... Ah, das geht. Komm, komm, komm. Jawohl. Hab ich dich.
Your hands like a vice.
It wasn't easy.
If you ever run into my old mates Yarpin or Sheldon,
Der Sheldon.
promise me you'll take them on. You'll be surprised.
Jetzt Allah. Jawohl. So, Skinny Stan.
You look strong. Care for a little contest?
Jawohl. So machen wir das. Komm, du hast keine Chance, du Gesicht. Ich wollte ihn schon als Penner bezeichnen, aber muss ja nicht immer sein. Oh, da war der Sultan aber schwerer. Da war der Balken kleiner. Und der stöhnt. Komm. Hab dich.
Too strong for me. Here's what you're owed. You ought to give Wiry Wilkes a shot.
Okay, das bist du.
You'll not have an easy time with me.
Werden wir schon sehen. Doch, Spaten, du. Ja, der ist auf jeden Fall ein bisschen schwieriger. Aber auch kein Problem hier. Guck, ich mach jetzt hier ganz flott zum
Strongman
Bruch.
you are. Here's your coin. You should take on Big Max.
Big Max, alles klar, wo ist er denn? Da, Big
You're a
Max.
strong lad, but I'm no wimp either. Wanna take me on?
Das ist der Plan. Wie sie alle die gucken ja gar nicht richtig drauf. Ja, fast zu schnell. So. Noch einer.
By Veo Pattis's balls, you're strong. You're winnings. There's someone else. No one's beaten him yet.
Who?
Bartholomew Bargee. You'll find him in the village.
Pubes white too?
Das ist außerhalb. Wer fehlt denn jetzt noch? Ich glaube, jetzt haben wir mit allen gesprochen hier, ne?
Welcome.
Hallöle.
Good day.
Alles klar. Ist hier unten noch irgendwas?
Wanna dance, White Teddy?
Don't look him in the eyes. Never, ever.
Schlägerei.
What's going on here?
A competition, brother. With the port closed, we're bored off our asses. Care to take part?
What are the rules?
The contenders put their coin down, winner takes all.
The fighting rules.
Drop your opponent and make sure he stays down.
Complicated.
So, are you fighting, brother?
Nee, später.
Time.
Punches lights out!
Ich habe jetzt hier schon... Ja, seid mal still. Kann ich hier durch? Ich habe jetzt schon hier die ganze Armdrücken-Bude gemacht. Oh, hier ist der Puff. Das machen wir auch ein andermal. Dann will ich jetzt nicht noch die Schlägereien machen. Das mache ich dann... Mensch. In einer anderen Folge. Wir wollten ja, Igitt, den Cedric aufsuchen. Also, machen wir das mal. Dazu müssen wir hier raus. Und vielleicht, wenn Zeit ist, machen wir noch diesen Bartholomew Bargee-Dings
Where
da.
might you be going?
Oh, was machst du denn
What
hier?
kind of question is that? Anyway, know where I can find an elf named Cedric?
Don't get involved in this.
You did turn pale when we met Sheila.
You must have imagined that.
Never mind. I'll find out for myself.
How?
We're going hunting together. Right after I find Cedric.
Well, then let's go see him. He should be at the top of his observation tower.
Na, können wir schnell laufen auch? Oder bist du so eine Schnachnase? Du bist eine Schnachnase. Hast mir wurscht. So, das ist nämlich da oben. Das ist der Vorteil, wenn man schon mal gespielt hat, dann weiß man zumindest so ein bisschen, wo was ist.
Shoo! In Belk. It'll be nearly a year now.
Moril would delight in a day like this, Saharan. Enjoy the memory of her. Don't wallow in the longing.
I try. I do. But I cannot believe all the bad blood this disappearance has bred.
Don't let other Shay poison your memory of her. Hatred is but an outlet for helplessness.
Thank you, Cedric. Vafail.
Vafail.
Tschö mit Ö. Ey, nicht weglaufen.
Are you Cedric?
Who asks?
Ich.
Geralt of Rivia.
Ah, the Witcher. And?
Triss Marigold.
Lovely scent, Triss.
Cedric, look at me.
What do you want, Geralt of Rivia?
So, dumm. Mit denen kann ich handeln. Ach, ich fange einfach wieder unten
What
an.
is Scoia'tael fighting for?
Do you ask about the old ones, who hoped to restore our race to its previous glory? Or about the young ones, who fight for survival and out of suicidal revenge?
Jorvith's warriors. Which mold do they fit?
They believe they are still independent, and that there is but one just way to view their cause. In truth, however, they're but a shadow of the Enshe's former glory. They cling to delusions to the very moment when a sword or a noose ends their life, or until they realize the truth themselves, which is, I believe, the worst.
Who exactly are you?
One who warns humans against the dangers that lurk in the forest.
Care to clarify?
I am old, even for an elf. Yet the forest is older. I've lived in it for years and understand it, though it's nothing I can explain. At times I make mistakes and people don't come home.
So you help humans?
I just know if it's safe to venture beyond the gates or not.
Ich dachte mir es auch gerade. Der lallt ein bisschen und der schwankt immer so lustig.
Maybe I'll come back when you're sober.
You witches live a long life. You may indeed get to see that day.
The
Komm,
elf
weiter
you
geht's.
were talking about. How did she disappear?
Saharim believes the forest took her.
What do you believe?
Moril simply vanished, almost a year ago now. Some say she was too beautiful, and Dwan must have harmed her.
You believe that?
If I have no evidence before me, I try to trust my feelings. And they tell me the forest did not take her.
Why would you keep that from Saharim?
Because it's meaningless. Perhaps she was murdered, perhaps she departed on her own, never to return. She's gone, and neither I nor Saharim can reverse that.
Ja, manchmal ist das vielleicht gar nicht so falsch. Da hat er wohl recht. Wer weiß, was der andere sonst machen würde.
I'm looking to hunt in this area, and I could use some advice.
I'm no witcher. I set traps, snares, try to keep neckers away from Lobinden. That's all.
I'm aiming a little higher than Neckers.
The old man? Meaning the Karen? Finally, Laredo's splurged. Listen, I'm not one to teach your grandmother to suck eggs. You witchers know your work. But if you pay me, I can prepare a useful trap.
What kind of trap?
Puncturing trap, immobilizing trap, even decoys to pull monsters into an ambush. Whatever you like. Since I can easily finish off an ensnared necker, it should be child's play for you.
Jetzt nicht.
I need to make a few orens. You wouldn't happen to have a job for a witcher, would you?
There's never a shortage of work for a witcher in this forest. It's positively teeming with beasts. Though I'm not surprised they come here in droves.
Know why that is?
Cursed places attract all sorts of scum, like dung attracts flies. There was once a great house in the clearing. They locked up lunatics there. During the war with Nilfgaard, it was razed in a fire. The lunatics broiled in their cells. The ruins remain cursed to this day. 2 daredevils went off to explore the ruins recently. They haven't been seen since.
A great house, you say. Tell me more about the building itself.
It was an old manor house that was converted into a mental institution. There was no shortage of lunatics in wartime. They just kept coming. Reverend Mercier locked them up in there and looked after them. If you find the two people lost in the ruins of the mental asylum, you stand to be handsomely rewarded. By them or their families.
No harm in trying.
Hey, hier bleiben, Kollege. So, das wollen wir
I
nicht
aim to
eigentlich.
kill the Karen. Heard you might be able to help.
That depends on the sort of aid you seek.
I need information.
We should have killed it years ago. Now I don't know. The beast has become too large for the riverbed, and it has strange growths on its tentacles, extremely thick skin. Previously, it inhabited a swamp along one of the Pontar's tributaries. Completely wild terrain. Even the Scoia'tael don't venture there. You should go see the wreck of the boat it recently sank. Inspect any traces it's left. See the destruction.
Where's this wreck?
Venture south into the forest, then turn east toward the river. You'll find the ruins of a bridge erected long ago by the ENG. The wreck lies at their foot.
Thanks, Cedric.
Okay, jetzt haben wir doch...
By the boat wreck.
Jeez, Triss. Sure you're not overusing those teleports?
Und weg ist sie. Ach, wie gemein. Und wir müssen jetzt hinlaufen. Ja, das ist fies. Aber gut, Leute. Damit habe ich jetzt gemacht, was ich machen wollte. Ne? Mit unseren Leuten gequatscht, stehen hier ausgefragt. Und wir wissen, was wir machen, tun, müssen, tun, sollen. Wir wissen, was wir machen müssen, tun, sollen. Ist falsch, aber ist wurscht. Und drum höre ich jetzt auf. Und sag, tschö mit Ö. Und Dankeschön fürs Zugucken. Und schaltet doch bitte wieder ein. Ja, bitte. Bei diesen Augen. Na gut, also, ciao.